have Meredith with me today, and she is going to check out this 1974 engine that she's played with before, and we're able to get into it because our carpet is gone. Our floor is going to be redone later, so she can play around in here. And it was really interesting. She explained a little bit about this, how this engine works, which for me as a layman, not knowing anything about my engine, other than it looks awesome. So I'm going to hand it off to Meredith, and she'll be playing with it all day, but I thought this was really interesting what she explained.
So we're in here investigating why there's oil and quite a bit of smoke coming out the exhaust. Blue smoke, which is a sign of burning oil. This engine is turbocharged, it's got twin turbos on it, but it's also a two-stroke 8V71, I think. Mm-hmm. So it also has a roots blower, both of which are lubricated by engine oil. And so we're here to make a diagnosis and kind of figure out our game plan. Make sure, if it's just valve stem seals or something like that and the cylinder heads, like, the engine's not going to run away. But if it's a blower, the engine could run away. So these are notorious for those issues. And we want to make sure you're safe to go cruising and not worry about it. So
now, do we want to start it up today?
We can, yeah. That would be, okay. But
Yeah, when you're ready.
Right now,
I'll put the block heaters on.
Yeah, we'll just take a look, and this is pretty easy. We just gotta undo this hose clamp and the 6 bolts. Whenever you're doing, bolts that have been painted, try to crack them slowly. Okay. Because God knows how rusted they are. The back side of this engine, pretty rusty. So if we had to do any serious work, we'd want to be super, super careful. You can clean it up. I would, take a wire brush and really try to
just do it gently.
Get it off, and then take a primer, something with a rust preventative. So. Mm-hmm. So this inside here is your blower. See those veins?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can do it.
So that oil that's not around the edge is not the best sign?
Not the best sign, no. Means oil's coming in somewhere. So when the engine turns over, these spin and kind of spin into each other. They spin towards each other.
Okay, I see that.
They literally have pretty close clearances between each vein.
Mm-hmm.
And what you're checking for is the oil seals that supplies oil to each of these, the shafts on each of these veins. If they start to leak, you're going to see engine oil in here.
So cleaning those up doesn't do anything because...
I mean, it will, clean them up, but they'll get rusty again. If you do have water coming through,
that's a bad sign.
That's a bad sign. And when you compress it, it's going to start damaging things like your turbo and your blower and everything else. So yeah, that's rust. So looks like your charger cooler might need to be checked out.
Okay. Yeah. Layla, not for you. Yeah. You can see the little dog there.
Yeah, it's definitely rust. And
we have Layla down in the engine room, a little dog, and then we have the cat that's the dog size.
Yeah.
Deciding how to get into the engine room. Or this? Oh, right. Is that just filter?
Oh, this is just the filter.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we found evidence of oil.
Yeah. Which doesn't surprise me.
Because of the age.
Well, and all these engines. This is considered a relatively regular maintenance thing. Dealing with. So, same sort of procedure, just a hose clamp, kind of holding this air intake, and we're just kind of flopping things out of the way just to take a look. So this will show us the intake side of the turbo, essentially the compressor side. These are reusable filters. They're sort of like K&Ns where you just kind of wash them.
Okay.
And then you can...
So what is that line then that has
This
the
is
hole?
an oil drain line for the air cleaner assembly.
So would then some of the leaking that is down on the pads be from that?
Probably, yeah.
So new hose.
I'll just, might as well just cut this end off. Look. Let's see if we can...
So turbo number 2 is major issue. It's going to have to be more than just rebuilt. But
I think the housing's garbage.
yes, housing's garbage. Piece of the boat.
Yeah, a piece of the housing is essentially welded to the outlet, the exhaust elbow. These are your exhaust mixing elbows, and that's what it's supposed to look like.
This one
And
cleaned
that's
up
what-
fairly nice.
That explains why it was leaking so bad, because there was literally nothing left of it. It was just held together by lagging. Oh,
Wow.
man. And it was leaking oil. Look at all the oil coming out of it. So
this was a good find. Big can of worm find, but you know, it is what it is.
I'm glad you didn't choose to continue getting underway like that.
So, after a long day in the engine room, I am sitting outside. The sunset is starting. Don't know if you can see the pink in the background, but it actually looks like it's going to be very beautiful. So hopefully it'll show up a little bit during this video. I just wanted to say that I'm sore. And I'm going to probably more sore tomorrow. But it was amazing learning. I mean, even to use a ratchet. You know, I'm pretty basic. I can do a screwdriver, maybe a power screwdriver, but that's, you know, hammers and, you know, little things. But I learned a lot today. Got very dirty. But I love this boat a lot. So I'll have many time to spend on this boat. And hopefully others will get to enjoy with me.